Oh, well, he had it this way last time on my show. I didn't really like it that much.
Oh,
Well, no, because in the beginning of the show, I had to remember the audio was coming from the computer.
Right, but no, we fixed that before the show started.
Oh, did we?
We didn't fix that on air.
Hmm.
We fixed that before the show even started.
Christine, say something. Let's hear what your sounds like.
Hello, Reverend Richard.
Sound great.
Sounds like you got
Sounds
some
great.
iPhone headphones.
Sound better than me.
Ooh, I'm waiting.
And welcome to the No Name Yet podcast, the podcast with no name. And I am Rich Moran, and on the show tonight for her second appearance, the gourmet chef, the woman that could make a Slim Jim taste like filet mignon, Christine Palmer.
Well, thank you, Reverend Richard. Oh boy, you're a mess. Thank you for the great introduction.
You're
Slim
welcome.
Jim,
Good
huh?
to be here again.
You did well. You do well in a prison kitchen, and then
Yes, those rats will be tasting good.
you're hooking up the ramen, the Slim Jims, everything.
Making peace out of Takis.
And the second guest for tonight,
I want to go
It's-
last.
the podcaster beyond podcasters,
That better be. I want to go last.
Gritty.
No, I want to go last because I'm the bigger man.
Oh,
Well, you
Okay.
went second. You've already taken.
You didn't even.
You've
give
already
me, like.
You've already taken over the show of what we're gonna do first. So there's your introduction.
What do you expect when you call us? You call the agent here.
Welcome, welcome, Gritty.
Thanks for having me. I'm surprised you have me this often. Actually,
And the other guy on the show, Mo.
Hey.
what a. I mean, you get Christina.
Listen.
I mean, listen, Christina
Listen.
deserves the info you gave her, but you screwed us.
You really did this.
No type of.
No,
You didn't lift us up at all. You didn't give us some pizzazz. Oh, here's Mo.
nothing. You know, I'm
No,
a,
that's perfect. That's perfect.
Perfect. Thank you. Let's go. Thank you. I'm glad you understand where my energy is going. Listen,
Perfect.
Pastor, I don't even want you to say my name anymore. I think we're just gonna switch it to just Maurice for you. And the reason being because you just can't even handle Mo correctly. How dare you? I didn't even know until these guys brought it to my attention. Then I had to go back to your YouTube channel, Afghani Mo.
You called him Afghani Mo in the thumbnail?
Yes.
No.
Why?
So this goes back to
I had no sympathy or support for that area and what's happening in terms of anything, and you made me out to be this supporter. I don't want a T-shirt with my name that on it.
well,
in
this
Mo.
goes back to
I
a
didn't
problem.
make you a supporter.
This goes back to a problem we've had for months where he sees that we have many names for you that
Yeah.
are justifiable. We have justifiable names for you.
Because I do stuff.
Promo, attempt at murder mo. These are things
Yes.
that have history.
Yes.
And he comes up with a list of these names that have no grounds.
None.
Mo has never been to
I'm
Afghanistan.
not
Never.
giving him as a nickname. I'm using it for the title.
That's a horrible.
We had
That's
a
a
political
horrible-
show. We had Politimo.
No.
I
Afghani
would rather
Mo.
you stick to
Afghani
political.
Mo could have more. Like that could mean a couple things.
Oh my God. And
That's a
we're in
horrible nickname.
America. Ain't no one in America going to Afghani Mo.
Afghani
No.
Mo.
They're gonna be
It
like,
didn't even cross my mind that it was expressing support for Afghanistan.
Maybe what I
Right.
mean.
It was just a catchy title. That's all.
no, I would rather you stick to political Mo. No, don't say poly.
Polymo.
Don't
Oh,
ever say
Jasmine
poly.
might not like that.
I mean, if she
All
wants,
right, that's for your show. Christine, do you have anything
But no,
to
we
interject
are
here
not
at this
done. We are
point?
not done yet.
We're not done
done.
with
no,
you.
I'm just listening. I'm taking it all in.
Okay, all right.
Listen,
Thanks for the help.
our point is that you have ridiculous names for Mo that
How
have
dare
zero
you.
grounds, and Afghani Mo was one. We're gonna get back to Afghani Mo in a second.
Yep.
The other one you have from Mo, which dates back, I don't know, 4 months, was
4 months?
Moo.
Moo.
And now you have called him Moo. Great. But now there's like a Moo coronavirus running around.
spoke
So now you're
disease into
associating
my
Mo with the Moo virus.
No. Let me point out that I used to call him Moo even before I met you, and Moo has gone out of my vocabulary, and you have called him Moo more often.
Because now it's funny that you said it. Because I had to switch it and
Because
make
you
it funny.
created the history of the Moo.
Moo had 0 grounds. Like there was no
Gritty,
reason to call the
Gritty
man
is
Moo.
keeping it alive.
And
Well, now I have to.
You said my name.
Jesse
You created
Jackson
such a
is
horrible
keeping
name.
hope alive, and
Look
you
who's-
are keeping Moo alive.
Christine is looking at you incredulously because she can't imagine why you would call that man Moo.
Don't put ideas into her head. Don't speak for Christine.
I'm not speaking for her. I'm just saying what I'm looking at her
Observing.
face. Yeah, I'm observing her look, and she's saying Moo. Is the guy a big fan of cows? Like, does he have udders? Why
No.
would you call him?
Is
Moo?
that what you're saying, Christine?
I'm really wondering. That wasn't one of them, but I'm wondering.
She's wondering. She's wondering.
I'm wondering. Yeah.
And now we got the Moo virus. So now you're associating the.
I didn't
man
even hear
with
about the Moo
virus.
virus.
Well, you're not up to date. Come on, this show's supposed to be up to date. That thing's in like 49 states right now.
The
apparently.
Moo virus?
The Moo strain of coronavirus.
What?
Look it up.
Moo virus. You
Look it up.
spoke my name
MU.
into it.
Moo.
COVID-19.
Well,
Say my
Mo
name.
is MOO. No, he's
You
not
say it.
MU.
Listen, you
It's
say
not-
it. You say
there
it.
is
The
no
way you-
two OOs.
The way you say it.
You
You say
can't
Moo.
put 2 O's. It's just
No.
M-O.
See no, because
You say Moo. That's the Moo virus.
No.
We're gonna confuse them. We
uh
don't like it.
no,
We
no,
don't like it.
because
You don't like it.
MOO you would say moo. You would have a diphthong at the end. MU would be moo.
A what at the end?
No diphthong.
This
Are you
sounds
teaching a
crazy.
college course? What is that?
I don't know. I think he said.
Nobody knows
another
what that is.
word.
You
I
have to
thought he
speak-
said a
you have to-
dirty word.
Yeah, I don't know what he's saying.
I thought he's saying a dirty
Speak
word. I think he
normally
said
to
a
the
dirty
people. We don't try and speak above our heads. So we are here to tell you that you officially are banned from any
Banned.
Mo associating name.
Man,
There's no more names.
My name,
And I saying that as the Gritty knows best, as the leader of the Gritty, he's part of my tribe.
we will sue you.
He is. I lend him to the show, so he is contracted for me. So we have come together to talk about this, right, Mo?
We have. And
We have told you you are
if
banned.
use my name
No
or any
more Mo.
merchandise or anything, you will
There's
be
no
sued.
more Mo. You can use Mo, but you can't use. You can use Mo, attempted murder Mo, any Mo that we have. You can use it. You cannot create a Mo anymore.
Not create a Mo.
You've been banned, and if you do not take down the Afghani Mo thumbnail and change it to something more relevant,
We will harass
there will be
you.
a cease and desist sent right to your house. I know where you live, so I can send.
All right. Okay, sue me.
I will see you. Because we cannot have this. You're associating Mo with many things that he is not. He may be an attempted murderer. He may be a
Very
crow,
true. I am.
but he is not a strain. He's not a cow. He's not the things that you portray him to be.
And I'm not a man hanging children from a tree.
What is that? What is that nickname?
I don't know, but that's what I assume people in Afghanistan is doing.
Well, that's
Is that what's happening there?
That's a jump.
I don't know. Somebody's
Are they
killing
hanging
somebody.
children from trees? I
I
didn't hear
mean,
about that.
if you putting bombs on them, I mean, why wouldn't you not hang them on trees?
I guess you're just getting creative from your.
I'm
past,
getting creative
from your
I mean,
murderous past.
Exactly.
Christine doesn't know about your past like that.
She doesn't. It's okay, Christine. I still will eat your food.
Christine is probably lost right now. She doesn't
Yeah,
know
I am. But I'm listening.
So, do you have anything, Christine? Anything that just came to mind?
No, I'm listening to all of this. What's
Fool-
going on? Trying to-
Foolishness.
Speaking
trying
of
to
Christine, let me tell you something else. I have a
all out.
gripe. I have a personal gripe. Speaking of Christine,
Okay.
so it's not about you though. I mean, it pertains to you. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Everybody knows Christine was on how many episodes ago? Like 4, 3.
Oh, it's longer, more
You were on a few. You were on a few episodes ago. What the audience doesn't know is
She was on-
Yeah.
It was
Yeah, she was on
a
episode
couple months
19.
ago.
okay. So
We're on
Christine was on episode
27 now.
19.
Mhm.
And what the audience doesn't know is prior to that, I had met Christine. I mean, me and Christine hit it off great. I mean, so much chemistry.
Uh-huh.
Chemistry was just bursting everywhere. We were best friends. And then Pastor tells me, oh, she's gonna be on the show tomorrow. So I'm like, oh, that's great. I'm sitting by my phone waiting for the call. Episode comes out, and it's Afghani Mo's on it.
Hey,
I didn't get a call for the podcast where, I mean, I'll let Christine speak for herself, but I mean, I hit it off great with Christine. I love Christine.
And
I was like, there's no.
for you.
he did.
Oh,
She did. She actually
did
really
you?
did ask for you.
Yes.
No call, no email.
Not prior
nothing.
to the episode.
Well, we met a day prior to the episode. Yes.
Okay.
So you saw the chemistry in the car. You saw us at the restaurant hitting it off.
Yeah.
And you didn't think maybe I'd want to be on that episode. I mean, I was raving about her when we got out of it. When I got out of the car.
Well, I would have loved to have you on the episode.
You're the boss. How are you saying you like this?
I would have loved to have you on my show.
Who is your superior that you couldn't have me on?
It's like the hill all over again.
I would like to know why I would
love to have you on my
Christine
show.
asked for me, and you brought in Mo. You brought in Chromo.
Yeah, I'm actually offended for him. I mean, if he
I was
had
very
that much
offended.
chemistry,
I saw that. I felt backstabbed. I was like, I saw that thumbnail. I was like, Moo's here. I looked at my phone. I was like, I had to call T-Mobile. I was like, am I getting these calls? Because I'm not getting texting calls because I'm sure I would have got that one.
Oh, well, I did call you, and I got a message from T-Mobile.
What did it say?
Don't invite Gritty.
Ridiculous. I was offended. I was very offended. But you
Christine,
made up for it.
Do you have a what's going on? What's going on in your square?
Because I'm looking at you. Well, look, since there's a breakdown in communication with you guys, let you hear from the horse's mouth. I told him yesterday when I spoke to him about this you guys come down for dinner and we would have some margaritas. So I'm going to tell you now. So in case he decides not to share that with you and he comes over here and he tells me, oh, the guys couldn't make it. I'll say, okay, well, I'm going to wait. I'm going to get you guys' number so we can keep in contact and
Thank
we can know what's going on.
No more middleman. No more middle Moran.
No
more middleman.
No middle
Moran.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And that's why I'm putting it out there now, because I don't want things to go south and say, well, she never said that. I don't remember her saying it if she did.
Hey, where's the guys? Oh, I don't know. They're sleeping somewhere. Yeah, I don't know. They didn't want to come. But I will say that.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, they're sleeping. Mo's taking a nap. Gritty fell asleep. So you just box up the rest of this food and I'll take it home.
Yeah, see?
Let me tell you, I forgive you for that one because you've made it up for having me on this episode. So I forgive you for that one. That one is buried.
All right. Well, I'm so glad to be forgiven.
But the first thing we'll have to talk about off the air because we have to get legal stuff with that. That's going to get legal with the names.
Okay.
Am I wrong, Mo?
No, not at all.
So we're done. I think that's all we had to say.
That's all we had to say.
All right, now you can start the show.
You can start your show now.
I thought there was two things.
That was two, his and mine.
Can't count either.
Okay. So, well, going back to Mo's name.
Here he goes.
So Mo, when I had you on the podcast to talk about your new podcast, is the name that's on the thumbnail MoCast okay with you?
Yes.
Okay. He has asked me technically.
No, go ahead. Ask the creator of the names as well.
We'll talk off air about that. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's just not. It's
Christine, I love the imagination, like the air that there are resources, that there is capital in the Gritty Productions empire, and that we're going to actually have like these imaginary attorneys, hash this out.
He's testing us, Mo.
He really is testing us.
Now he's threatening.
Oh my God, he's not understanding.
All right, we'll see.
Okay. Now I'm feeling insulted.
Justin is monetized. Justin is in with the YouTube people, so we can have things go behind the scenes on YouTube.
And how much of that money is funneled up to Gritty Productions?
We will not speak about that. That's not what the show's about.
Zero.
That's not what the show's about.
All right.
There's not an audit.
Well, I'll pay you a settlement and Monopoly money. How's that?
Okay, like I said, we'll talk off air. I don't
He's
want this to get ugly on
disrespecting
air.
us.
I don't want to talk legal stuff on air. It's very boring. It might get ugly. So, Afghanimo gotta come. Mo, am I wrong? Afghanimo gotta come down.
It gotta
You have
come down.
24 hours to
You got
come up with a new
24
title.
hours, okay,
That was atrocious.
That was
I
horrible.
said Afghanimo.
I wasn't even.
And you're not even saying it the way it was Afghanimo.
Does it matter?
Yeah,
really.
it does matter.
It sounds like
Radiator, same thing.
it sounds like I'm in the desert, like with a shower on and with a submachine.
Yeah, you might as well
gun
put
in
like
my
a
hand.
turban on the guy's head and thumbnail.
All right, I will change it. I will change it.
Thank you.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Not a clickbait name like that.
Okay, I'll text the lawyers that you said you changed it, and they'll be on standby in case.
Okay.
Else. Okay.
All right.
You can start the show now.
Oh, thanks so much.
You're welcome.
Yeah, you start.
So, Christine, how have things been going with you?
I'm great. Ain't no need of complaining because it could be worse.
That's right. That's right. Amen.
It could be worse. I'm thankful for every day that I wake up breathing.
Amen to
and
that.
in too much pain. So, and I ain't on no respirator. Thanks be to God.
Amen to that.
I like that answer.
So
that's great.
So I wanted to put something past Christine. So we went out to a Greek restaurant on Sunday.
Okay.
And we were served a tray of. I'm laughing because I'm looking at Gritty's face.
I don't know. Just good.
We were served a tray of hors d'oeuvres that had grape leaves on them.
Okay.
So you've had Greek grape leaves, you stuff with the rice?
Yes.
Okay. So I look over. I'm sitting next to Maurice.
Mo's like he's sleeping over there. You all right?
And
yeah.
And he's dunking him in red cocktail sauce. And I said, "What are you doing?" And they got on me like, how dare I even say anything that he's dunking these grape leaves. I thought it was spaghetti sauce, to be honest.
That's what I thought it was too. That's why I got on you.
But who's gonna put a grape leaf in spaghetti sauce?
Okay. The spaghetti sauce, I give him a pass. The cocktail sauce, I don't. That's very bad. That don't go together at all.
But why?
It just don't sound good.
All right, where did cocktail sauce come from?
I don't know. The sea.
The cocktail sauce was for the fried calamari.
Yeah, it's for seafood.
Okay, all right. I'm just wondering, why was the cocktail sauce?
Oh, I thought you were about to drop knowledge on me. I thought you were about to say, you know where cocktail sauce comes from? I was about to be like, oh boy. That's what I thought you were about to do.
I know. It is crushed tomatoes and horseradish.
Is that what it is?
And a few other things. But if that's what he wanted to eat, I might could dip him in there because, I mean, they could use a little help.
See, I could do the red sauce. I can't see it in cocktail sauce. I can't picture that.
See, Christine, what I'm missing is that, like, I always assume with food, what makes food fun is that you always try new things with food. Like there is no like right or wrong thing. The only way we got the tastes that we got is that somebody messed up and then somebody perfected it.
Right. It's what your taste is. I don't get peanut butter and a banana sandwich, but people eat that mess.
You don't like that?
No. Well, I can't say I've never had it. I can't even imagine putting that in my mouth.
You can't try it? You don't want to try it? It's so good. You got to give it a shot. You got to give it a shot. It's good.
Peanut butter and bananas on bread. I don't know.
Elvis used to love that. I think with bacon too. So there you go. He put bacon on it with that.
Well,
I don't know. I guess it was my personal taste. I mean,
well,
it is. That's what it is.
Well, to be fair, let's be fair with him though. It's not his taste. He was trying it.
Thank you.
It wasn't also to be fair. He wasn't saying I do this on a daily basis or I do this on the regular. No. It was also I'm gonna try this, which I give him a little bit of a pass on that too, because I didn't even know what that sauce was. I thought it was red sauce.
I was like,
okay, if he's dipping in a red sauce, Sure, red sauce would go with a lot of things. I mean, I could dip a lot of things in red sauce. That's
So
Mhm.
so what they don't know at the time was that what was the other sauce that was there?
it was the Greek yogurt sauce.
So it was a Greek yogurt sauce, and then it was a cocktail, right?
Yeah.
So what I did, I was like, okay, I ate everything. I dipped every item from on the platter, and I dipped it on each of the sauce, and I was just curious. I was really just entertained. I was like, I wonder how all these things are gonna taste, probably, each one.
Right.
And I thought it was interesting. It was fun to try. I was having like a ball with it because I feel
Yes,
like
we know you had a very good time.
Oh, we know you
and
had a great time.
I had a great time. So
we know.
So by
Well,
the
Mo,
time,
in your defense, I will say this.
Mhm.
That's not too far off from having stuffed cabbage, and that is served with a tomato sauce gravy.
Okay.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Same.
And
So
and I find that stomach churning just as I found the grape leaf going in the other sauce. Stomach
Well,
churning.
mind you,
That's not
this is my
Greek.
second
That's not
time
Greek, but
having
that's-
grape leaf.
that's Polish.
I know. I force those down when they're made for me by another person.
You don't like them?
I don't like the boiled leaf with spaghetti sauce on it. I'd rather have it without the sauce.
Really?
But
Yeah.
it's not a boiled leaf, it's a baked leaf.
Well,
Mm.
it's a soft leaf.
So is the grape leaf.
Thank
And
you.
it's basically got the same thing in it. It's got rice. Does that have? I don't think that has meat, does it?
No,
No,
it
I
didn't
don't
have
think
meat.
so.
think
It
so.
didn't have
Just a-
meat. It was just
a
rice in
rough-
the leaf.
Like
Yeah,
I can
rough-
see dipping a grape leaf in like some flavored olive oil, but
That's
not.
boring. That's not fun.
That sounds so boring.
Olive oil goes with anything. Like almost anything on this planet can go in olive oil.
Well, next time I have some, I'm gonna order some cocktail sauce. so I
Thank
can
you.
try it.
Yeah, give it a
Thank
shot.
Oh,
You know
thanks,
what?
Christine.
You know what? So am I. Just to try it out.
Why not? Yeah,
try it.
I enjoyed it. The flavor to me was really interesting.
Give us a review.
On the flavor,
Yes.
so you had the grape leaf. We all know how that tastes on the show. With the cocktail sauce, it added just some, like, it still had it kept the texture of the grape leaf, what I was happy about. So it didn't get like moist, mushy or nothing like that. And then just that rice flavor with the leaf, it just had this interesting like spice added on from the grape leaf with the cocktail, which wasn't too strong. That nice sweetness from it just added something to it that I was like,
Added another layer to it.
it
That's
just had
what it
another
Look
little
at that.
layer. And I was like, part of me felt like a child in that moment. I was like, this is actually
Oh,
interesting.
Pastor thought you were a child. He's about to slap your hand. I mean, I thought Mo was doing something crazy because I'm looking this way and I hear, whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm like, what the hell is going on? I thought Mo was jumping out of the window and I'm seeing, I thought Mo was double dipping. Because
No.
then I would have been like, you
Well,
can't
he
be
did
doing
double
that.
dip.
I did not.
I didn't
double
see
dip.
that.
You did
did not
double
double
dip.
Did you double
I
dip?
did not
You
double
When did
may
you
dip.
have
double
not
dip?
I
been
put it on-
conscious of it,
I
but
put it
you
on
did
God, I
double
did
That's
not
dip.
double
disgusting.
Pastor, I didn't double dip, and you lying about that.
I watched you double
You
dip.
did not ask. You
What
how
did
could
he,
you
okay,
watch
what did he
me
double
double
dip? You
dip?
saw, what did
The
he
grape
dip? What did he-
leaf
in what?
in the cocktail sauce.
I didn't eat
How
that
did I
today.
double dip if by the time you saw me go
You
in
bit it. You bit
I
it.
never bit it though. I
You
had
put the whole
two.
thing in your mouth.
I had two. Unless you
Nah,
saw
I don't think he did
the
that.
first one, which I had previously
It
dipped.
may have been the other stuff, but I watched you double dip something.
That wasn't
Uh-oh.
that.
Well, I guess
didn't
we'll
you
never
say
know.
Something then. If you
That
seen him
wasn't
double
it.
dip, why
That's
didn't
true. You
say
should have
something?
said something. You made
I
a
did
big
not double
fuss
dip.
about
Because
the other
had I
thing.
been there, I'd have been, yo, man, what's wrong with you?
I did not double dip.
That's why I love Christine. She would have called you out.
I did not double dip. He is crazy.
Yeah, if you made such a fuss about his little creation there, why didn't you
I
scream
guess you're
about?
right. I guess you're right.
You should have threw
Yeah.
water at him. Hey, calm down over there.
All right,
Can we
we're
get
doing
another
a lot
dip?
of talking. Maybe I misperceived a double dip. I don't
You
know.
did not see me double
Today's
dip.
just not your day.
It's not my.
You know
day.
why?
Everybody's
you know
Never
against
is my
you
day.
today.
with
Everybody's
you.
against you.
Because
today.
I consciously was sitting there
No,
going,
everyone's not against me.
don't double dip.
It took me many years to believe that everyone wasn't against me. I'm not going back.
I don't want to
there.
trigger you. Okay, nobody's against you. Nobody's against. I don't want to trigger you. Nobody's against you.
Oh, Lord.
You're fine. Everybody's
Oh,
okay.
Lord, please
We
don't.
love
don't.
you. We don't want to trigger. We don't want to
No,
trigger
don't trigger him, please.
Don't
Lord.
trigger
No.
Pasty.
Yeah, right.
you.
Yeah.
We don't. Just sit there, look at the Eiffel Tower, take a deep breath. Everybody's fine.
Yes.
Relax.
Yes. There's the Eiffel Tower. All right. All right. We did have a nice time at the Greek restaurant.
We did
Yes,
a
we
great
did.
time. I loved it.
So what else interesting did you have at the Greek restaurant?
What
Yeah,
is
Pastor,
it? That I
yeah,
had the
what-
chicken
yeah.
floret. That's what it would call Pastor? Chicken floret? I don't know. How to
Oh,
pronounce it.
chicken Florentine.
Florentine. The chicken
Okay.
Florentine
All
was
right.
actually, I enjoyed that a lot. Really a lot. I love the spinach and the cheese on it. It was just, it's something I never had before, and I definitely would, and I definitely would take this again. But the interesting part was that Gritty said that he felt like the restaurant was like a fast food Greek restaurant.
Yeah, I've had Greek in the city, in New York City. This felt like a Greek fast food compared to the ones I've had in the city. It wasn't bad, but like if I never had Greek food before, I'd be like, oh, this is great. But since I've had like real deal, real good Greek restaurants in New York City, this was like child's play.
This
compared
was
to it.
my
Wasn't-
first time. So
Wasn't bad, but I've had far superior plates.
Don't they kind of serve you in a Greek restaurant like different courses of food at, they bring stuff out at different times and introduce it to you?
No, I mean, not the ones I've been to. This one,
No,
we got
okay.
appetizers on our own. I've never had that experience, so maybe other places, but usually, I just get an appetizer or just get one meal. I never had that experience before.
Oh, okay.
I mean, usually they bring you the pita bread, which is good, but what I
the
thought,
bread was
comparing to the like pita bread that I've had in New York City, this one it felt like it just came out of a bag or something. Like it didn't taste like
It probably,
really.
Where was it at, in Utica?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I had pita bread on the I mean, I've had gyro guys on the street taste better than this food. I used to have a guy right down the block from me. I used to take my bike up there at 3 a.m.
He loves
Is an Egyptian guy. He used to
Mhm.
make the best lamb, best chicken, nice big piece of pita bread. I mean, this killed this restaurant. Like if I didn't know any better, I'd be like, this was great. But I've had a lot better in the city.
So this restaurant you went to is almost in comparison to the last one we went to.
The last one we went to, I had a salad. So you can't mess that up. If they would have
Yeah,
messed that
I
up,
wouldn't
it'd have been
compare them
bad.
like that.
No, I wouldn't
No.
compare them together. This was definitely
Yeah.
better than that restaurant.
Okay.
I don't know. I kind of like the other one better. if
Because
I
this
had to say.
restaurant, wow, this restaurant.
I only had a
energy was
salad,
better,
so.
too.
I didn't have anything crazy at that
Well, I
restaurant.
think that salad was probably way better than what I had.
Probably. 'Cause like I said, if you mess up a salad, I ain't going back. I want
So,
my money back.
So if people were traveling to Utica,
Who are
so
you asking?
well, I'm just saying, if people were traveling to Utica,
Okay.
would we be so bold on the show to say the name of the restaurant, the first restaurant, and it discourage people from going,
Yes.
and then the second restaurant, say whatever your tastes are in Greek? I like the second restaurant.
I do like the
But
second restaurant.
There
too.
are things, Gritty, that you pointed out, like especially with the pita, that when I ate them left over, I think that they were probably frozen.
Oh,
Yeah.
you think so? It
Yeah, they
tasted off
definitely-
to me. It
they
tasted
tasted
way
off.
off.
Yeah, yeah.
That the flavor was not hidden. I've had some great pita bread. I was like,
And my thought process is, if you serve me bad pita bread at a restaurant, at a Greek restaurant, I mean, your points go way down. Like that's the first thing you're supposed to give out. The sauce was good. It was okay. I like the sauce a lot. The yogurt sauce.
Mhm.
And the rice, I didn't like the rice either. I didn't like the way it was cooked. It was a little mushy. It wasn't my favorite. I never had rice like that at a Greek place before.
So no Simmons.
And I love rice. So if you mess up my rice, we got a problem. We got a problem. So Christine, do not go here, because I know you. Everything I asked Christine about.
We're not going to mention the name because everybody's palate is a little bit different.
Yes.
So we'll let them have that.
I'm just saying, I'm not bringing you there.
Oh, okay. No, I'm
I'm
waiting
not
to
bringing-
taste the soul food restaurant.
The one that we went to that we could have just stole
Yeah.
everything from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
could've-
went in there and it was like they closed it, but they didn't lock the door. We went in there and nobody was there. All the lights were out. I mean, I could have walked out with all those Snapples. Nobody would have known.
What?
Yeah, it's like
It was
they
weird.
closed and they didn't lock up. We went in there. We were like, hello, hello. Nobody was there. We didn't hear a peep.
It was crazy.
We
Don't
could've
take
just-
me there. Forget it.
We could have jacked all the bread from the back. We could have had a fun. We could have had a ball in there.
Forget it. Never
we
mind.
could do
I
a
don't wanna
birthday
know.
party.
Even if they're open when you come again.
No, that's okay.
Because that means they're irresponsible. Me, Christine, don't want to eat from a place that's
But
irresponsible.
we're just gonna tell her that it's a different.
I'm not
Food
lying to
restaurant.
Christine. You could lie to Christine. I'm not lying to Christine. I'm gonna say, look, we turn right around.
All right,
Trying to
we won't
bully
lie
you
to
guys.
Christine.
I'm not eating there either. They're irresponsible. How you gonna leave the door unlocked? Come on.
They were actually closed.
It looked like it. The lights were off. No, not
Yeah,
a soul
the
was
restaurant
there.
was closed. Nobody was there.
But we walked right. I mean, we could have went and made our own food.
I mean, it's a weird configuration to begin with, because in the front of the storefront is a cafe that's open during the week. So on Sunday, when you go to the soul food place, you walk through the closed cafe, pull the next glass door, and then you're in the soul food place.
What the what?
So I think that the front door stays open because there's things up. I think there's apartments upstairs. So the front door would always stay open, but I figured at least the soul food restaurant door, the second door, would be locked. But
So
it
that
wasn't.
was open too.
Yeah, the second door was open too.
Yeah, because we walked right in it.
Oh, okay. That's where we walked in.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could have stole a bunch of chicken and waffles.
I mean,
Yeah.
I wanted some Snapples. I should have just.
We
took it.
probably should have walked in to see if there was any food in there, to see if they're still open at all.
Right? Yeah, it was
Hmm.
odd. That was odd. That was odd. So we're not going there either. Forget that place.
Okay.
I'm going wherever Christine recommends because every time we bring some up, she don't like it. So I gotta know what she likes.
Well, I didn't really have I don't know, what did I taste? Well, Leola didn't eat nothing. And me and Richard had the fish, which was not good at all. So
Where was that?
That was
at
restaurant
the
number one.
restaurant we went to.
Oh, you went there too?
Yeah,
Okay,
I was
okay.
there.
Okay.
I went, we had the appetizers, I think was good. The what was it? Those hot shrimp or
Yeah,
crispy
the
shrimp or something.
Oh yeah, yeah, that one. That was good. Yeah, the
That
shrimp
was
was really good.
That was
Yeah.
good. That was very good. So it wasn't a total bust.
Where we going next?
I
We
don't
got-
know. Y'all gotta think of someplace.
well, we could try. Well, you've been to Carmela's.
Oh my god, that place, that thing gave me a stomach ache after that.
oh, did
And
it?
the Greek place was it? No, the not the Greek place gave
It
me a
wasn't
stomach
a
ache.
great place.
Oh, the chicken riggies messed me up too. The one
Yeah, the
from,
chicken riggies will mess you up.
Where was that
yeah, if
from?
you're not used to that.
That was from Pizza Boys.
That messed me up.
But he
And
loved it.
I'm used to penny vodka too, so I don't know why.
Yeah.
Every time I ate a plate of that, it upset my stomach.
Yeah,
I do
think
not
it's
have a good. I don't have a good track record here in Utica in restaurants. I'm sticking with Chipotle. That's the only thing I
No,
like.
we gotta find some kind of family owned restaurant that you like. Not
Like
give all
any-
your money
try
to
to-
corporations.
Oh, they're feeding me, and they ain't messing my stomach up. Where we gonna go?
Well, we'll
Gotta-
find some place.
Carmine
check out
was
some
okay.
Let's go to the
What was that-
Lebanese
what-
place.
Town Utica, is that Germans or Polish?
What?
Utica. The from what I know from back in the days, the stores, the corner market, or the butcher markets, is it a Jewish? Not Jewish, I meant German community they have there, or Polish? Which one is it?
They're mostly Italian, Irish, and Bosnian, mostly in this town.
Well, there's a
Really?
lot of Polish people, especially in New York Mills.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I like a lot? What's that healthy place? That's my
Oh,
favorite place.
Core Life Eatery.
I
Core
love
Life.
that place. That's a good spot. Core Life. That
Now,
teriyaki
that is
bowl,
one corporate spot that I do like.
that's
Yes,
a good place.
That's a great corporate location.
Only place I'll co-sign in Utica right now. And it's a chain, so it's not a family
Yeah.
restaurant.
Right.
I've been to Core Life before.
What do you think of that?
the food's not bad, but I think it's a little expensive. It's really overpriced. And if I'm gonna have soup, I want hot soup. I don't want warm soup. Because by the time you get that broth and then you add everything into it, it's cold by the time you get to the table.
Oh yeah?
I didn't even
think
try that
Wow.
soup.
I never had this
And
soup.
I
That's
know they
whack.
probably can't have it hot, real hot, because they have burn factor. Somebody spills it and gets burned on the way to the table or whatever. But
Uh-huh.
they should have a microwave available so you can heat it yourself after
That's a
they
good
give it
idea.
to you. Then that leaves them out of the responsibility.
Well, why
of
don't they just
the
provide
burn.
you with a saucepan and a hot plate?
Now you're exaggerating. That was
Now
a good
you-
idea, and you're dragging it.
Yep. Yep.
That was
Thank you.
disrespectful.
I'm not paying him any attention.
That was a good idea. You dragged it. Don't let us start on you again. We
Because
let
I
off
love
already.
soup.
I already started the show being the jerk, so I'm just gonna continue through the rest of the episode.
I think I look like the jerk here. You're not the jerk. I'm usually the jerk on this show. So I take the heat off you.
Well, don't be the jerk, Gritty. Please don't.
I already started. I can't take it back now. I'm already here for 6
Well,
episodes.
maybe we can go to the Lebanese restaurant.
That's what I was saying. Let's go to the Lebanese. I love
Where
that
is that?
spot.
Now,
It's-
what
it's
kind
near
of
your
food-
house.
Lebanese food. What kind of food is that on the order of?
They use a lot of lamb for one,
I
so
like
that.
so that's
I like
really
that.
cool.
Oh, is
Um,
that the rice have the raisins in it? And the carrot?
Raisins.
I've never went that deep into it with them yet, because it was my first time at the Lebanese restaurant. But they did have like gyros. They had so similar stuff to the Greek style, but like Lebanese. They had great. Their grape leaves were so much better than the Greek restaurants. I would say that.
Oh, okay.
And they
It's
serve
probably-
theirs. They serve their grape leaves warm.
They were probably frozen
Very
grape
good.
leaves that we had.
Very
They're
good.
probably
Great
frozen.
coffee. The coffee was fantastic. I think, and the vibe of the restaurant was beautiful. Like it's a family-owned business, but they really. I walked out there actually saying to parents, I was like, this place reminds me of like a family-owned restaurant, like somewhere in the Lower East Side of New York City. Like,
But
it
you
has that
also
nice
really
vibe.
like the Greek place that we went to. I did not like that.
Because that was my first time, and I didn't think nothing of it other than I
Well,
liked it.
He got that chicken Florentine, and,
like the
I've
chi-
had
like
that.
chicken
That's really
Florentine.
good.
And that thing was delicious. I don't know about y'all experiences, but my experience with
Nah.
that meal was really
If you
good.
mess up rice and bread, you're done. Come on. Let's be real.
But the
here.
Lebanese spot is one of my I know a lot about getting gyros. I've gotten gyros before, so when I say it was actually good. I actually
All
really
right.
like
Well, let's go. Let's
it.
do
It
it.
was really big too. So we had some left over to take home. So we're like, all right, cool.
Only reason I had mine left over because I didn't want to finish it.
Wow.
Oh, dear.
I think no matter where we will go, somebody's gonna be unhappy.
That's
Yeah,
right.
probably.
Mostly me.
That's
Or
what makes it
Christine, because
fun, right?
Christine was the best that day. That's why everything I brought up. What do you think about this? That sucks. Everything. You're a real pro. You know your stuff. That's why I gotta eat where you eat. I gotta eat from your. I gotta eat what you cook because
Okay.
you got the most. You have the most like exquisite taste buds. You have the most professional taste buds. Everything I
That's
said.
a serious.
What do you think about this restaurant? That sucks. I was like, wow, you must know some real top quality stuff here because I don't like anything.
You like what you like.
That's
you
true.
know?
I just want to know what you like. I gotta have it because it's gonna be mind blowing.
All right, well, let me ask you this. Do you
Right.
like Arby's?
I never had Arby's like that. You know, Mo hates Arby's. Oh, she's looking at you
Oh,
so
you don't
crazy
like
right
Arby's?
now.
I hate Arby's.
You like Arby's?
Oh,
I
I just
hate-
went there tonight. I had me a beef and cheddar,
Oh,
extra
he hates
cheddar,
it.
and extra sauce. Oh my God.
You guys,
So now
do
I'm gonna
you
go to
actually
Arby's.
get their roast beef?
Did you get roast beef, Christine?
I had the classic roast beef. Hold on 1 minute. He's like knocking on my door.
Last time I almost had Arby's. I ordered Arby's before the episode A Bloodbath with Frenemies with Justin because we were supposed to eat fast food on the show, but then they brought it to my building and I think they put it out in the lobby and then somebody probably took it because you're not supposed to leave food in the lobby. You're supposed to let me know you're in the lobby and I come get it or you bring it up to my apartment. So I almost had Arby's, but then I think it got stolen.
Oh wow.
You got
Yeah.
your money back, right?
I got my money back with interest. They were really nice. They were really good because I order DoorDash all the time, so they gave me money on top of that. So I got lucky.
Nice.
So I almost had Arby's, but it wasn't meant to be.
Oh, okay.
I haven't had Arby's in probably 20 years.
Let's go.
They have one in Utica.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's where I ordered from, but I never
Yeah.
got it.
No,
I mean,
unless
I
they
liked
change
it
the
when I had it.
recipe- Unless they change the recipe from what I remember.
Let's go Sunday.
I'll
Maybe
try
we
it, but
can.
like I typically am very, very, very picky about roast beef. I do not eat everybody's roast beef. And
Well, that's a different kind of roast beef. I ain't yet figured out what kind of roast beef it is, but it's just good.
It's
so you
probably
like it.
kangaroo.
Hey, kangaroo.
Could be. Now they do have a restaurant in Schenectady that sells all kind of exotic meats.
Oh, we got to go up
Go
there. You know I'm
there.
down with that.
hell
I still
yeah.
have
Have
the.
you
I still
tried
have,
any of them?
No, I haven't been there yet.
We going together.
I still have
Everybody's
the
first time.
goat testicles, the turkey testicles, the lamb test. I still got all that in my freezer. I got to cook that next week.
What kind of testicle?
I have like goat, lamb, turkey. I got like 5, I think, or 6. I got a few.
Oh, what
Oh,
happened to
Mo
Mo?
dropped out. Mo left. The heck happened to Mo?
Who knows?
Me trying. You keep the show going. I'll try and see what's up.
So what do you think about his selection, Christine?
I've never had them. I've had pig. They call them mountain oysters.
Okay. Yeah, I think we talked about that the last show.
Yeah, they're nuts. They're whatever you want to call them. But they and down south they call them mountain oysters,
Okay.
and they're very good. It gives you the texture. I think to me it's like a gizzard, a chicken gizzard, the
Okay.
texture of the testicle.
Uh-huh.
But I thought it tastes good. I liked it. I just was looking at Facebook last night at this woman, and I don't know if they were Lithuanian, Ukraine, or whatever. They cooked. She had a pot of cow tongues,
Oh.
and I
okay.
didn't know that when you cook them, you have to peel the outer layer off.
Of the tongue?
Because she cooked them, and then she peeled like the top layer of the tongue off. It come right off, and then she cut it up and put it in, made a stew. After she had boiled them, she boiled them with salt and something else is in the water. I have to go back and look at it.
I have lamb balls. Got lamb. I got what is that? Bull testicles. These are big.
Have you ever eaten them before or no?
No, I'm gonna eat them for
Where
a
did
video
you get them
soon.
from?
From this website. This like I think it's a farm in California, and they send it to you like fresh, like overnight.
Right, okay.
I got turkey. And I know they're fresh because I ordered some stuff and it took forever because they didn't have that animal, and then I had to switch out different animals. So it was like kind of legit because they would have just gave you whatever.
Right.
Turkey, goat.
And you're gonna cook all them together?
Oh, and llama. There you go.
Shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna cook them all for a video. I mean, I want to eat them anyway, but I like all that kind of stuff. So there you go.
I would try them, but I don't think I'd want them all together. I would want to be able to taste each one for themselves.
Oh no, I'm not gonna cook them in the same pot.
Oh,
I'm gonna cook them
all right.
individually, but I'm gonna eat them the
Oh,
same
okay.
day. Yeah, I'm gonna eat them the
okay.
same day probably.
So
So you're gonna have a ball of a good time, huh?
I hope so. I'm gonna have a ball. Let me put these balls back.
all right. Now that they're both gone. So just tell me that you agreed with me about the grape leaf and the sauce. Come on, Christine. You were just trying to be nice to these young men.
No, I'm serious. I would have tried it. That's what I'm saying. That's why I asked, why was it on the table? Did they serve it to you?
I don't know where Moo is.
You had calamari. But now, was the yogurt sauce for the grape leaf?
No, it was for the calamari.
The yogurt sauce too?
Yes.
So why wouldn't you think that would be strange for calamari? I never seen yogurt sauce for calamari.
Well, it
Seen
was
cocktail
like
sauce.
a spicy sauce. I've seen that kind of sauce for calamari before.
The yogurt wasn't spicy.
Yeah, there was a bite to it.
No, there was 0 bite. There was literally 0% bite.
Okay.
I know. Usually, I've had yogurt sauce with different things, and I'm trying to think what was in this girl's yogurt sauce because she's a Muslim. And they do the rice, that real fluffy rice, and it has the raisins and carrots in it. It almost looks like the little long spaghettis that what it was, the I can't pronounce it.
What's her name had rice pilaf? One of the ladies had rice pilaf. I like that.
Yeah, like the pilaf. It's like that. Their rice is like the rice pilaf.
I like
it's
that.
very light and fluffy, but
That's
it has
good.
raisins and carrots, and it's very good. It's delicious. Matter of fact, I'm going to my friend's house
All
Saturday.
right. We can move off of this.
They
I was
put
just trying to
yogurt
get
sauce for everything. They have yogurt sauce on the table. They cut up lettuce and tomatoes and cucumbers, and you can put that over your chicken or over your salad. They're big
What
on
happened to
yogurt
you?
sauce.
I have no idea. Everything just turned off with my stuff.
Well, I know you didn't have a blackout because I see a light on. Everything, your computer turned off?
My computer's been on the charge the whole time, so I was like, what is going on?
So your computer died?
I guess so.
You need a new computer because it's overworked. That fan is going crazy.
I think so.
You got to fix that. All right, so you want to say goodbye to everybody?
Let me say goodbye to everybody.
Well, they can hear you now.
Goodbye, Mo.
Goodbye, Mo.
Just say goodbye.
Is it time to get off already?
I'll turn it back on.
Well, his computer died.
Oh.
We got to get that fixed. Let's bring that Sunday. Let's go to Best Buy.
Yeah.
Then we'll go to Arby's. Got a whole day planned. All right.
All right.
You have fun with that, Moo.
Yep. Plans my show, plans my day.
Man, you got a real good show on your hands, huh?
I was trying to
Well,
convince.
now it's how I want it. It was just me, Christine, and Pastor.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah. I was trying to convince Christine to agree with me about the grape leaves in the sauce, but she continuing to defend Mo.
No, well, let me ask you this. Did he just try it or did he continue to eat it?
That's well.
He
I don't know if
dunked it
continued.
twice,
He dunked it twice.
so he liked it.
Well, he did say he liked it. He gave me
Yeah,
a review
yeah.
already, so
Okay,
he liked it.
all right.
All right, we'll move off of that.
I was gonna say,
Okay.
yeah.
All right, I have a couple news stories that I wanted to present
Let's
to
do it.
you,
Let's do it.
and so we know that masking is a real controversial topic in the public right now, and here's another dimension to the masking debate. So wearing a mask to stop transmission of COVID-19 has become a political statement to some. The world is exposing new Karens who shun the idea. But one zombie, a former Florida man, is blasting his former employee for firing him for not wearing a mask. "I'm already dead," exclaimed Frank, who is a registered zombie according to the 2020 census. "It's my right. I didn't die of a sickness. I was hit by a car." Frank used to work for a division of the U.S. government, although he can't tell us what department. It's not that it's a security risk. I just forgot. Past life and stuff. I don't know what my last name used to be. I've been dead a while, and that's why I don't need a mask. The only way I'm contagious is if I bite you. Last week, Frank reported to his cubicle like normal, without a mask. But when a supervisor asked Frank to put the mask on, Frank refused. Then the supervisor fired Frank from his job. No questions, no suspensions or reviews. Just a pink slip in the heat. Oh. After 23 years, 20 live and 3 dead, I was never late and never called in sick. I even came to work on the day of my funeral. According to a recent employment study, the U.S. government is the single largest employer of zombies. All government employees, alive or dead, are required to wear a mask unless they have a medical reason as to why they can't, according to the latest memo. Going to the doctor was not an option for this, said the now out of work zombie. What part of "I'm already dead" don't you understand? My HMO copay does not cover more than one autopsy a year. Every day, one of my coworkers has rotten fingers breaking off on keyboards or ears falling off while listening to emails. They don't need a doctor's note. Last week, Stan in HR sneezed and blew his face off. What good did a mask do but to catch his nose? The lunchroom looked like a horror movie. When asked if he's thinking of filing a discrimination lawsuit, Frank said, I've already contacted my attorney. My supervisor was a little too reanimated, if you know what I mean. It's definitely a hostile work environment. Just because I'm dead does not mean I don't have feelings. I'm putting my resume on Living Dead LinkedIn. Brought to you by
The
most
Weekly World News.
reliable news source, the world's only reliable news, the Weekly World News.
You know, that'd have been enjoyable if that was about 16 paragraphs shorter than that.
Okay.
Christine, if you had any problems sleeping, just read that, rewatch that.
No, wow. Okay.
What would you like us to say?
You didn't like that at all?
The first two lines were good, and then it went on, and then it went on, and then it went on.
And then it went dry.
Well, what do you think? Do you think zombies should have to wear masks?
If there was such a thing as a zombie, it wouldn't matter because, like you said, he's dead.
Yeah, we got bigger problems if zombies are around.
Dead things don't pass on living things.
There you go, Christine. Make that a quote.
You couldn't even roll with it. Nothing in it was amusing.
It was too much to roll with. The headline was good, and then the first couple of sentences, and then again, it just kept going and going and going and going.
Yeah, it was
going and going. It's
No,
tiresome. It's tiring.
No, I didn't get that one, Reverend Richard. Me and you's usually on the same page, but we ain't flowing tonight.
All right, okay. Apparently
Pastor
not.
just ain't flowing today.
It's not a good night for Pastor.
We ain't flowing tonight.
Pastor ain't
That one didn't hit
flowing.
it.
I wish
Here
my
we go.
computer would die.
That one didn't even leave me wandering.
Then it could just be gritty.
I was wondering when is this gonna
I
end?
could just be off key tonight.
No, it ain't you. It ain't you because we're on the same key.
And
I'm never off key.
All right, I have two other stories.
Richard.
No. These are I looked up.
Can we condense these?
Yeah, these aren't that long. All right. Now I want to know if you heard this.
All right.
The title of this is "What the heck is Grimace anyway?" McDonald's manager answers. McDonald's manager's answer has people shook. Okay.
What is? I can't wait to hear what it is. I don't know what it is.
This is from the Huffington Post. The manager of McDonald's franchise in Canada has revealed the story behind Grimace, the purple pal of longtime mascot Ronald McDonald, and it's left a lot of people very confused. Brian Bates, who has worked for the chain for 10 years, casually dropped into an interview with CBC News over the weekend. He is an enormous taste bud, but a taste bud nonetheless. Bates told the network an unofficial explanation, adding that the character was meant to show that the food tastes good. McDonald's has been unusually tight-lipped about the purple creature's origins over the years. The closest it had come to providing an explanation was a few variations of this tweet, which was sent out from time to time in response to inquisitive customers. And great question. Grimace Lore says he's the embodiment of a milkshake or a taste bud. What do you think? So the article goes on a little bit more, but they point out that Grimace, who was actually a villain early on, doesn't resemble a milkshake, but does kind of look like he may have been inspired by images of Taste Bud and papalia. So here is a image of taste buds, and you tell me what you think.
Not really seeing the resemblance.
Well, where is he?
Looks
Where's-
like
Yes.
looks like a couple of sets of balls.
Yeah. Got the whole show is all about balls.
See, look what you did. Look what you did to her, Gritty.
I didn't do that.
You
I'm
got
on my
that,
best behavior
You got
today.
that out of her mind. She can't.
I didn't do nothing.
Well,
There
they're
you go,
hanging like
Christine.
testicles.
There you go. I'm not even doing it this time. That's all Christine.
Oh, shit.
I didn't even go there today. I'm gonna let her do the job, do the
But
work.
I do like purple. I do like purple though.
Purple balls probably isn't a good thing.
No. They've
That
been
means
they've been tied up.
bad
They're
things.
purple. Yeah,
stuff.
they're purple. They've been tied up.
Well, I guess if they've been tied, it depends what you like. Some people like that stuff.
Oh, jeez.
Some people are into that. You know, we don't no judgment on
Oh
this
my
show.
God, I can't
You better
say
not
it,
cut.
man.
You better not cut this out. None of that.
Oh,
This
no,
is
I'm
staying
not
right
gonna cut
in.
this out.
This is staying right in.
I don't go nobody see this. I gotta say, I know this woman done lost her mind.
Don't worry,
Yeah.
Christine. A lot
Compared
of
to
people
us-
don't watch or listen.
Compared to us, you are very sane.
How
Watch
is your audience? What kind of audience do you have?
We climbed like the 30, 40 a week, and then over the summer it plummeted down to like 15.
Oh,
So
wow.
hopefully it was just a
Surprised.
summer.
Okay.
I think you just need to title your stuff a little better. That's all.
We already
Because some of the
discussed
titles are
gotta
no.
find-
I
we
mean
gotta
no.
find a name.
I mean the actual titles, not the thumbnail. Because some of your titles had me confused. Remember?
which one.
You asked me if I saw something, and I was like, "Oh, what was that? Was that about this?" And you were like, "It means it's about something else."
Oh.
I think your titles could be a little more, display more of what the show's about.
Okay. Excuse
You know
me.
what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah, but you're doing good work.
It sounds like he's fading away on us.
I know. I came ready to come on. What
Yeah,
else
I know,
we got?
I know. No, I apologize for that. And you know, like I told you before we started, I got out of work an hour and 10 minutes late. So
It happens.
Yeah.
And somehow you made it to Paris that quick. Wow.
I mean, I flew on the
No wonder you're tired. It's that jet lag.
You used the Concorde?
Yep.
Okay.
He used the Gritty Knows Best company plane.
Yeah.
So you guys haven't thought of a name for this no-name podcast?
No.
That's it. That's the
Okay.
name.
Yeah.
Do you have any suggestions?
No, I was supposed to think about something. I'll be glad when something hits my brain pain here.
Today might be
I'm
Ballcast.
really gonna give it some thought.
How about
Ballcast.
Podcastimo?
And balls might be in it.
That sounds like a villain or something.
did you say?
Podcastimo. He said, how about
Podcastimo.
No, thank you.
Podcastimo.
Yes.
Nah.
That's horrible. I'm
No,
going with Ballcast for now.
All right. So one last story.
Let's do it.
So Christine, have you heard of the Milk Crate Challenge?
Oh yes.
Yes, I have
Yes.
heard of it.
Okay. So TikTok bans Milk Crate Challenge videos citing safety concerns.
Mm-hmm.
Very good idea.
Yeah.
Because I know a couple of people that have been challenged to do it that are mentally unstable, and both of them have gotten hurt.
Oh,
Wow.
really?
Because people, first and foremost, the people that are setting this up, I believe, know that you got to be really skillful at doing that. When you stack those milk crates up like that, they're unsteady to begin with.
Hmm.
So the way you're stacking them, and then you want people to walk up them, that probably got some type of gait problem anyway, because most mentally ill people do have their gait is off because of medication. So I think that's cruel. And if they've banned it, I think that's very good that they did do that.
So for
Yeah.
someone who's listening that might not might not know what the milk crate challenge is, and there are videos on here, but I'm not going to show them.
Right.
Is you put one milk crate, and then you stack 2, then you stack 3, 4, and then 5, and
You
then
make a
4,
pyramid.
3, 2, 1.
You make a
And
pyramid
then,
essentially.
yeah. And so the challenge is to walk up the crates like stairs and walk down the crates like stairs.
Right.
As you see in the videos, that once you get to the
3.
ones that are, well, yeah, I mean, some of the 3 is unstable, but 4 and 5 are wickedly unstable. And you know, a lot of the people that really fall and jack up their back are doing it on the way down. Because when you when you step off that top step of milk crates, they the way that you're
That unstabilizes the whole stack.
it pushes the steps over that you just walked up. And I've just saw people like land on their back on. It's awful.
Not to mention, some people are also kicking them from under people.
Oh, I didn't see
I
that.
didn't see that.
Seen that a few times. Very bad.
I just think that that's cruel if you're getting these people that are out there high on drugs because you know they'll do anything for their next fix.
That's
To
right.
challenge them to do it for, yo, I got this 20 for your next hit. You know, it's horrible. I don't see no fun in somebody getting there. If it was just somebody regular and that's what they wanted to do, yeah, you might find a little humor in because you know what you're doing. But the ones I've seen is obvious that these people got some type of problem going on.
Right.
And I don't like that.
But you know, Christine, that we have a full and total confidence in your agility. So if you wouldn't mind picking up your phone and going out onto your porch that Gritty and I have set up some milk crates, and we would like you to do the milk crate challenge.
Just walk out. They're right there.
Okay.
I glued them together, Christine. Don't worry.
All righty.
I glued them together. Don't worry.
Okay.
I wouldn't let you do that.
Okay. I ain't silly enough to do it.
He told me just do it. I glued them for you.
How about that? I ain't silly enough to do it. I ain't silly enough to do it. No. Well, I'm glad that they have banned that.
Well, they banned it from.
Some crazy
They banned
stuff.
people from viewing it on TikTok. They didn't ban the actual event. They just banned you from viewing it on TikTok.
You're being able to see it on TikTok.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And
which is good.
And Facebook should be the same. I was going to the bank earlier this morning. I went up Bradley Street, which is by Central Park. Excuse me, in the McClellan Street campus on the backside, the hospital. This guy was in the road, and at first I thought he stopped, and there's like a island in the middle on the street. So I seen a dog. So I said, well, don't tell me that's how he's walking his dog. So then he pulled over and the dog ran across in front of my car. So I'm trying to see where the dog went. Long story short, he stopped and walked back. And he says, somebody just threw that dog out of their car.
Oh.
So he had a piece of paper in his hand. He had wrote down their plate number. And he was coming to see about the dog. But the dog, it was a beautiful black poodle. Had a collar on and a harness for when you walk them.
Right.
And I had some crackers in the car, so I got out and I tried to get him, but he could tell he was scared. He took off down the street. And the man called the police, so I stood there with him for a while talking to him. And I just said, how cruel. The man was very upset that
That's
they
horrible.
had did this. Yeah, he said, I was right behind him. He says, I hope I got the plate number right because it happened so fast. And so he said, what should I do? I said, call the police. I says, I don't know if they're going to have the dog pound respond or if they will send, because it's a crime to do that to a dog.
Throw it out the car like that. Wow.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah. So, I mean, first thing in the morning, I mean, you planned to do this because he said it came out the driver's side. So he's thinking that somebody had to be in the car with the driver in order for it to come out the passenger side. I mean, they threw the dog out.
Horrific.
Sick. First thing in the morning, the devil is busy.
It's always busy.
Yeah. Sad. Yep. So
Now, I don't know where I fall on the banning thing, because I think if you're a sane adult, you know not to do it, and you can watch it. But I also have nieces and nephews who are impressionable, and I don't want them to see it.
there
So
you go.
I'm very mixed on that, because you're an adult, you can watch stuff. You're an adult, you can participate and watch. But then you have impressionable children who will do Tide Pod, who will do whatever they see on TikTok because it's cool. So I don't know. I don't know where
What
I fall
was
on that.
Tide Pod? I don't
Whether you
know.
eat a Tide Pod,
Why? What did that do to people?
Make
mess
you
them
sick.
up. Yeah, make you
Probably.
sick.
Yeah,
They
diarrhea.
just want to see if you had the
same
balls
thing.
to do it.
Oh, okay.
Same with the cinnamon challenge or any other stupid challenge like that. I just want to see if you would do it. And people did it, and kids were doing it, and they were getting sick. And I
But
have a bunch of
see, this
kids
is where
around.
the
And I don't like
parental
seeing that stuff.
control comes in.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
They if they don't have a phone that just calls their grandmother or calls the police or their father or whomever responsible adult, I don't think they need a phone. What do they need
got
a
free
phone
reign.
for?
They got free reign now. It's
They
way
have
more than
too
that.
much free reign, and that's because the parents let them have it.
You could buy stuff on there, spend your parents' money if they got their card on it. We've talked about that on the show before. Kids
Yeah.
spent like a couple grand on a Sonic game or something like that, and their parents had to pay.
It's
You had to pay.
it's the parents' fault. It's the parents' fault. That's like Maury Povich. They have or whoever the shows are. They be on the show with their child that's 60, 70, 80 pounds at 3 years old. Well,
Oh,
you're the dummy for coming on TV showing your child. Who buys the food that this 3-year-old's getting? He got a mind to go to the store and get it himself. He can get up and cook and get an 8-cup pizza you're letting him eat, and 3 liter of soda and 6 Big Macs or whatever, however they feed their kid. I think they're asinine to get up there and show how dumb you are.
You're really showing yourself.
Exactly. And the poor kids
there's no
are
discipline.
just a pawn in your game.
There's no discipline in the house.
I like the woman that I haven't seen Maury Povich in probably 20 years, but I like the woman that I saw once that appeared. It was her 6th time on the show, and she brought these men on to see who was the father of her son, the same kid.
Oh my God.
And on the 6th time, you are not the father.
So she still doesn't know. After how many guys?
And she beat every one of those men because they were not the father.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't even watch that silly stuff. It's ridiculous. I don't like
It's
it.
the worst.
Well, Maury Povich tried to cut all that stuff out in the
the ratings.
in the late 90s, early 2000s. That show was so enjoyable, and you're right, Gritty. The ratings tanked. I probably was 1 out of 5 people watching the show, but
What did he talk about?
He just had fun stuff on. It was a
everybody was
nice.
like,
It was a very light show. Yeah, but you know what? You know what it proved to me is how talented Maury Povich is. That he is a good television
Host.
broadcaster. He
Yeah.
really is a good television broadcaster. But he couldn't sell doing just family
that kind of brings me
oriented
back
stuff.
to my first interview with you. I thought about it. I was thinking about TV and Facebook and everything, and as much as everybody complains about stuff like that, that's what we want to see, and the ratings show that. You can complain about that stuff. Like, obviously Christine doesn't watch it, right? And I don't really watch it, but you can't say that majority of the people don't want to see it because that's what gets the ratings. So at the end of the day, we can all complain, but the only reason it's on TV is because they give us what we want. They only give us what we want. If they didn't give us what we wanted, if they didn't give us what we wanted, then there would be no TV. They would have no ads.
No.
So you got to talk to the collective about that.
Yeah, you're right. But and I'd also not completely blame the public either. I mean, they've been force feeding.
And it's not, and also it's not like it's not entertaining sometimes. Let me not say like I don't think it's entertaining, but it's definitely like eating way too much candy if you watch it too much.
Yeah,
Like, once in a
some of
while,
it
it's
is.
good.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it can be entertaining. I just look at the primetime lineup on the major networks, and I mean they've been producing the same TV shows over and over again for the last
TV
generation.
sucks. TV sucks. Only shows I like is like Modern Family, and that's probably it. I can't even in the Office.
I mean,
I don't like TV.
what's that show? Oh gosh, Law and Order.
Oh my god, that thing doesn't end.
You know, I mean,
Doesn't
how is
end.
that still on the air?
But people love it. Justin loves it. Everybody, they love it. They love it. People
It's
love
insane.
that
You know
show.
why? It is true to life stuff. They say that this is not true, or somebody has done that stuff.
Yeah.
Criminal Minds. I stopped watching that because if nobody has done it, they're gonna do it.
Oh,
They got some sick stuff on Criminal Minds. I
yeah.
stopped watching Criminal Minds. I stopped watching First 48.
Oh, that's yeah.
But Law and Order, the SUV, Special Victims Unit, those things have happened somewhere.
Oh
You
yeah.
can't tell me that they haven't. All of
course.
Law and Order. How many got? They got Criminal Intent, just Law and Order,
Tons.
SUV, and what?
Well, they have a
There's-
new one out too.
A new one?
Yeah, the SMU,
What is that?
Really?
the Special Mall Unit.
I think it's a special Mo unit. They
Oh,
should
that would
make
have
one
been
of
that would have
those.
been better. That would have
They
been a
should have
great
made one of
callback.
those.
Special Mall Unit? What does that mean?
They're the mall police. You know, the mall security.
Oh, really?
They follow them around on you know that thing that they ride on. You stand on it, and they ride through the mall.
They watch shoplifters,
Yeah, they go after shoplifters.
Oh, okay.
kids getting into fights.
Yeah. Cross gates, you know, the gang fights.
If there's a mall shooting, it's a big
Yeah,
episode.
well,
Yeah.
mm,
Pastor really got you with that one.
know. I don't know.
What other law and orders could there be?
I said Mo unit
Yeah, a Mo unit.
in Brooklyn.
He'd arrest himself for his murders.
Investigating his own murders.
Yeah. There'd be you would have to have Law and Order, the a foodie police,
The what?
the foodie police,
What is that?
the gourmet police.
Oh, okay.
They bust into the Greek restaurant and
That'd
arrest
be me and
Mo
Christine.
for
That'd be me and
dunking
Christine.
dunking that grape leaf in the
This place
cocktail
sucks.
sauce.
Christine will point him out and we'll tie him up. This place sucks. Bag it up.
Yeah, that's
Throw him in the back.
Law and Order FP, the fashion police.
Oh, we got Fashion Police already.
Yeah, it's probably on E Network already.
Mhm.
Oh, do they really have fashion police?
Yeah, I think it's on the E Network. They have
Okay.
something. I think they have like a segment like that.
Okay.
Fashion police. That's
Something
pretty-
with Fashion Police in
That's
it.
pretty.
Oh,
That's pretty.
okay.
That's done.
Yeah.
That's been done before.
All right. Well, you know, Christine's yawning. So I guess we'll wrap it up.
Let's wrap it up.
So any final words, Christine?
Nope, it's been great. Thank you for having me again.
I thank you so much for coming on.
Yes,
It
you're
was
very
great having
welcome.
you.
And
We'll have to get together before the snow gets on the ground so you can bring the guys down.
Yes,
and
let's
we
do
can-
that.
We can we'll have to discuss a menu, what we want to have. Or y'all tell Reverend Richard what you want to have, and I'll see if I can accommodate you.
All right. Let's
All
do
right.
it. Just don't give Mo too many margaritas. Only one.
Well, you and Reverend Richard are in tune with that anyway.
He only gets one. The
Yeah.
last time didn't work out well.
Okay, but we won't be serving any Slim Jims or beef jerky.
No, definitely. Well, from what he says, you could. I eat whatever you want to do. I'll eat it. I'm there.
I don't take kindly to seeing people
Vomit.
empty their gut out. Yeah, now that we'd have a problem with
Isn't
that.
there a way to make non-alcoholic margaritas?
Yeah, you just make the margarita without the alcohol.
Okay.
I get them when I go out. I will have that a virgin margarita
Okay.
or a virgin screwdriver.
How do you make a virgin screwdriver with seltzer
not
water?
not the screwdriver. What is the other
Oh.
one?
Virgin Mary.
No, it's a Bloody Mary.
Bloody
No.
Mary. Yeah, you have
No.
a Virgin Mary. That's
The
You can make
Virgin
a
Mary.
Virgin Mary for real?
You have a Virgin Mary.
I never
yes.
heard of that.
Yeah, it's a
Well,
Bloody
you
Mary
have
without
the-
the liquor.
You have the tomato sauce and the Tabasco, and you put your celery stick in there. You just don't have the vodka.
Oh.
But you can make it with vodka or rum, but you just don't have the alcohol. It tastes very good.
Yeah, it tastes
Huh.
good.
Put a little salt and pepper in there, and it's wonderful. I like tomato juice, so and have that celery stock in there. Get that taste of the celery. You have your little Tabasco in there with a little salt. Wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm a Virgin Shirley Temple kind of guy. I'll take one of those. I'll take 5 of those.
Yeah, Shirley Temples are good. I
Give
still
me a
like them.
picture.
Shirley Temple is
It's like what is it? 7
Se-
Up or some shit?
7-Up, Grenadine.
grenadine, and you
Uh,
have the cherries in there.
yeah. Don't you put a little orange juice in it, maybe too? I'm not.
I don't remember
Yeah.
what I don't remember
Well,
what's
the
in it.
grenadine is to give it the sweetness and turn it red. I like the cherry juice.
Oh, you put
Banana
oranges.
cherries.
That's right. You put cherries and oranges in it.
Oranges, yes. Yep. Use a little maraschino cherries. I like a little maraschino cherry juice in it.
Hey, Christine. When you came to Bethel, Schenectady, was Mr. Reese still alive?
Yes, he was.
Okay. So one time, Lucille Grimes was having a party at her house, a picnic at her house. And so I knew there was going to be a lot of kids there. And so I brought the fixings for Shirley Temples.
Mhm.
So I made Shirley Temples for all the kids. And Mr. Reese came over and said, "What are you making?" And I said, "There's Shirley Temples." He said, "Oh, what's that?" I said, "Well, let me make you one." I said, "Do you like soda?" He goes, "Yes." So I made him a Shirley Temple. He came back 4 times.
Clean them out. You clean all the
I made
kids'
more
supply
Shirley
out?
Temples for Mr. Reese than I made for any of the kids.
Yeah,
Great.
he
They're
wasn't
great.
he wasn't a big drinker. He used to do a little drinking back in the day. But as he got older and he was in the church, Mr. Reese was a really nice guy.
He was. Oh, I'll share this story with you about Mr. Reese. So one of the pastors had his father in ministry come do a revival at the church, and
Excuse me.
this preacher wanted grape juice. He would drink grape juice while he was in the pulpit.
Mm-hmm.
So my pastor sent Mr. Reese out to get some grape juice. Well, Mr. Reese comes back, puts the juice in the refrigerator, and my pastor says, "We'll pour him a nice tall glass and put it in the pulpit." Mr. Reese grabbed prune juice.
Oh my God.
And the guest preacher was upset. And my pastor said to the guest preacher, "Well, I think God is trying to tell you something."
Wow. Shout out to Mr. Reese.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think I might do that next Sunday to pastor. Some prune juice.
Yeah, well, you get some clear prune juice because all I drink is water up in the pulpit. One more thing. Well,
What's that?
I want you to tell Christine what you want to do with service.
You have another hour?
Come on, you can
I was just saying
condense
that
it in like
pastors-
2 minutes.
I was saying that pastor is he's a great speaker, but he lacks a lot of showmanship. The church does not have any showmanship. I have a smoke machine in the back. I have many ideas. We can use fireworks. The ceiling's high enough. We could use some kind of low ceiling fireworks. I mean, the music definitely needs to change. It's not as exciting as it could be. He just walks up to the thing. He waltzes up. I mean, he needs to make an entrance. He wears regular clothes. I feel like he could use a more, a robe, maybe like a gaudy robe. He needs to
You don't
elevate.
think he's theatrical enough?
In person, yeah, not on the stage. I think they need to be, I think the stage needs to be dressed a little better. It's not very dressed. I think it needs to be more theatrical, and he doesn't want me to do anything. He doesn't want me to touch it.
Well,
I feel like sparklers would work.
Have a laxed Sunday once a month, and that might be interesting.
A what Sunday?
A laxed Sunday.
Oh, it won't be lax.
Like you have a laxed Friday at work, you can wear jeans. You don't have to dress up. You just have a laxed Sunday.
No. It won't be.
I
It'll
don't think we don't need the smoke machine and bubbles would be good for the kids. No fireworks.
I don't like bubbles.
No, I'm saying bubbles for the kids. And I like bubbles.
You can have the kids blow.
No fireworks, Gritty.
Sparklers. Like like
You'd be okay if you don't. I don't know. You got cloth cushions on the seat on the benches there, so that might be a fire hazard.
Well, I had an idea. Let me show you an idea of what I had for the beginning of the show. Give me a second.
The beginning of service, you mean?
It'll be a show when I'm there.
Jesus.
He calls the pulpit the stage.
Yeah, I caught that. I caught that.
What I cannot take away from Gritty ever is that his help on the technology has turned me from a very frustrated and miserable person on Sunday morning to a person who now can worship the Lord.
Okay.
That's great.
Yeah.
See, this is what I'm thinking for the start of the show. Like this.
Okay. No, I know they have stuff to make it appear that things are exploding, but they're not.
No, we need to see how everybody's cheering.
And I've seen that raw thing, how that explodes.
Yeah.
On some of those gospel shows on TV, the ones that are really kind of powerful. That's what they show. I don't know if it's really there, if that's just how they put it on the TV screen to show when they're coming on, the show is getting ready to come on. But you want that in real life.
Yeah, like in person. And then we also have that piece in all the way in the back that's elevated. He can kind of zip line in from that while the fireworks are going off on the side. The smoke is rising from the stage. And then we have some beautiful assistants, and they take the robe off, and then he has like a suit underneath.
I was with you up until then.
We'll negotiate. We'll negotiate.
You want to be on the committee, Christine?
Yeah, I'll help you out with that. You could spice it up a little bit, but you just have to keep in mind they're impressionable children. They're Gritty.
They love fireworks. Those kids would go crazy.
And the kids love Gritty too.
See?
I bet they do.
The kids will love the show.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. You're a very impressionable young man. I mean, I don't. Reverend Richard knows I'm not nasty to people, but I'm not the friendliest person in the world there is.
That's why I like you. That's why I like you.
And if I don't like somebody, I don't be nasty to you, but you'll know that you ain't my cup of tea.
I feel that. I know when you don't like something, you make it known. I like people like that.
And I've gotten to have a little bit more finesse with it than I have in past years, because they tell me you have no finesse at all. You're just
no chill. They say the kids say no chill.
So
no chill.
I've learned to have a little finesse. You know what I mean? Because I'm beginning to realize people got feelings, and just because I don't,
like zombies have feelings.
No. You spent way too much time talking about that. That was like a large chunk of the show. Don't even go back there. That was way too long of a segment.
Yeah, no, we'll leave the zombies alone. I'm not too fond of them
Yeah.
people.
You know, Halloween falls on a Sunday this year, so I
Really?
might take the reins for that show.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we'll talk
When
about
he's
it.
saying show, he's talking about worship service.
Yeah,
I
the
know,
worship show,
I know.
the event. We'll call it an event. Can we
There you go.
Okay.
Event exactly what it would be. An
can we
event.
agree on that? Because we need to
No.
make it marketable, so we need to call it an event.
No, we're going to observe All Souls Day on that day.
You don't know what kind of ideas I got for that. Projectors, a lot of things we could do. We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
A lot of ideas for
Oh,
Halloween.
We'll talk about it with all the attorneys that we need to communicate with.
No. As long as you take down the Afghanimo, we don't need them involved.
Okay. All right.
Oh my goodness.
So we end the episode the same way.
Well, you didn't
Every
ask me if
time.
I had anything to say.
I'm sorry. I went to, and then we started talking about something
You
else.
didn't give me any intro. You didn't give me. I just like to say
All right,
that.
yeah, what
I,
do
I just like
you-
to. I would like to pat myself on the back that I believe I did not curse this whole time, except for at the end I dropped an S bomb. So I pat myself on the back for that. Thank you
I
for
didn't
having
even
me.
catch it.
Nope. Thank you for having me with Christine. This is a
Well,
dream come
very
true.
good.
It's a dream come true for me. It's my make a wish. So that was great. And that's it. Thanks for having me.
All right. And your Gritty knows best.
We don't need to plug that. It's fine. Your
Okay.
audience. Well, I guess. Do you want me to plug that? You can listen to
Sure. I
Gritty
mean,
Knows Best.
I've given enough. I've given enough warning on
That's true. So you can listen to my
the
podcast.
extreme content.
You can listen to my podcast. A lot more showmanship than the worship service. So you got to get fireworks, a lot of stuff like that. Gritty Knows Best on Spotify, Apple. Go to the Gritty Knows Best YouTube channel, and you could see all the stuff we do there.
All right.
All right. So we end the same. We end the episode the same way every time with a prayer.
Yes, let's pray.
So let us pray. Father God, we thank you for this evening. We thank you that Brother Mo was on the show. We're sorry that his computer is giving him a hard time. And that, Lord, I seriously do lift a prayer that hopefully everything's okay with his equipment because, Lord, that he needs it. He started school, and we ask that you lift him up, that you keep his mind sharp, and that, Lord, that you keep him motivated. And Father God, I thank you for Christine. I ask that you keep her spirit lifted, that, Lord, that you keep her healthy, and that, God, that may she continue to share her light, and may she continue to share her smile, and may she continue to be the person that she is, a genuine person who just shows a lot of love. And that, Lord, we ask that you watch over Gritty, that, Lord, that you consider all the desires of his heart, and that, Lord, I ask that they match with your will. And Lord, I ask that you bless and you magnify his talent, and that, Lord, in the years to come, that, Lord, that he reaches the goals that are set before him, and that, Lord, that will make him happy and that will make him thrive. So, Lord, I thank you for everything that you've provided for me. I thank you for the ministries that you have given me. That, Lord, I ask a blessing on the church, and that, Lord, I ask a blessing on the hospital. That, Lord, you know that you are needed in both places, especially the hospital right now. And that, Lord, I put my faith and my trust in you. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. That was beautiful.
Yes,
Amen.
it was. All right. Love you guys. Talk to you later.
Love you
All
too.
right.
All
Good
right.
night.
Good night.